Joining me now is New York Representative Gerald Nadler, who was with the president at Ground Zero today. Congressman, the last time a president was there, it was George Bush with his horn saying, soon the people who did this will hear from us. Was it a nice moment of some closure as we got a president basically saying there symbolically, they did hear from us?
Well, it was a nice moment. I don't know that it was of closure, but it marked a major step, obviously. There are not too many times in the history of a country when you get unabashed, unadulterated, complete good news. And of course, it's not closure. The people are still gone. The people who were injured are still having a hard time breathing. We did finally, after 9.5 years, pass the bill last year, the 9/11 health bill, to make sure that the first responders and survivors, residents, get proper health care treatment and compensation, which was a major step forward. It was a struggle. But getting Osama bin Laden and coming to mark the occasion almost 10 years later was a step. It's not a closure, but it was a step.
Congressman, you're from there. So
yes.
Was there a feeling of like, hey, at least we got a little bit of justice today?
I think there was that feeling that we got justice today, and frankly there was that feeling when we finally passed the 9/11 health bill, because until then a lot of people felt abandoned by the rest of the country. But when we passed the 9/11 health bill at the very last day of Congress, just before Christmas last year, and President not before Christmas, I think it was just before Christmas or after Christmas, and President Obama signed it, there was that feeling, and this just iced the cake.
Now, Congressman Nadler, as I alluded to a little while ago, I'm amazed by them every day. I thought, come on, he's going to Ground Zero. We got bin Laden. You can't criticize. But of course, conservatives have, attacked the president for daring to go to Ground Zero. Let me show you a video here and get your reaction.
The backdrop could not be any more symbolic after the death of Osama bin Laden. The question is, will it also boost the president's approval ratings? Is it a bit of a political victory lap?
What is the occasion other than UBL being? Is there another reason, or is it just to sop up some more glory and take a victory lap? It's disgusting.
They don't want to spike the football in the end zone, but yet the president will take a victory lap at Ground Zero.
Beck just called it disgusting that the president went down there. What's your reaction?
Well, I think it's absurd. I mean, especially after the way the Republicans campaigned on national security and exploited 9/11 for in the elections of 2002 and 2004, and just diminish the patriotism of a war hero like John Kennedy, Kerry rather, and a triple amputee like Max Cleland. They used 9/11 as a campaign issue. This president did not do that. I think he's perfectly entitled to come, and in fact it's fitting to come to 9/11 and to give a little measure of closure. As I said, not total closure, but to say to the survivors, to the people who lived through it, to the relatives of those who died, to say, we took this, we fulfilled our faith with you. We said we would get the person who did it. We did. Unfortunately, everything's not over, but we did. And it's perfectly fitting and appropriate, and would be highly inappropriate had he not done something like this.
Absolutely. I mean, if I was one of the people in that situation, I'd want the president to come and say, hey, listen, we did this, of course for the whole country, but also for you guys, because we didn't forget you. And no matter how long it took, we came to get the job done. I think that's a great moment, but some of your colleagues disagree. Trent Franks says that it's still not good enough in terms of national security. Let me play that clip for you.
I'm afraid that this administration somehow now will declare the peace dividend and really just exploit the issue for political reasons, and not really have the insight to do what's necessary to protect this country in the future.
What do you have to do, Congressman? I mean,
well, that's the listen. The president made a very gutsy decision, and for which, had this failed, he would have been harshly criticized. He made a very gutsy decision. He got Osama bin Laden after 8 years in which the Bush administration, frankly, didn't and didn't put much energy into trying to, and said, President Bush back in 2002 said, I don't care, basically. You've played those clips. Now, Trent Franks is saying, well, maybe they'll exploit this politically to say that we can start withdrawing our troops from Afghanistan and so forth. Frankly, I think we should. I think we should withdraw our troops from Afghanistan and Iraq. I mean, the fact of the matter is, after 9/11, we attacked al-Qaeda camps in Afghanistan from which mayhem was plotted against this country, and properly so, and we took them out. We took out the Taliban government, which helped those camps within a week, but then somehow we lost our way, and we started saying that that isn't enough. We have to change the government. We have to make sure there's a government that's satisfactory to us. We have to make sure there's a government that can control the whole country, which has never been true since Genghis Khan. And frankly, what this shows is that we have the right and the ability to protect ourselves by going after base camps, whether in Afghanistan or Pakistan or anywhere else where they're plotting mayhem against us. We don't have to, and we don't have the ability to try to control the whole country. So I hope we do learn from this. And I know there are Democrats and Republicans who are saying now is the time to reconsider and to say, what is our purpose? Our purpose in Afghanistan is fulfilled. The CIA says there are less than 50 to 100 al-Qaeda people there. We don't have to occupy the country. Now, someone like Trent Franks is going to draw the other lesson and saying, well, we got to double down. But that's I think, just wrong.
All right. Representative Gerald Nadler, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it.